Hello everybody, it's Kara from Wild Book Garden, and today I'm here with probably a very short video. I thought about if I could combine this with some other things, but I couldn't really think of anything, and it might be nice to have a break from my marathon wrap-ups for y'all, right? So today I'm going to be talking about a couple of books that I recently backed, a la Kickstarter, although I don't think either of the ones I'm talking about today are from Kickstarter. I have one that I could talk about that I think is already funded, but I don't know if you can still get it, so maybe I'll add that one on at the end. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about some upcoming Bookish projects, because the thing about these is, like, I don't want to wait until like a book haul or something to share them because they might not get funded, and this is one way I want to like spread awareness about them. So anyway, I guess this is sort of like anticipated releases and a book haul. I don't know. And also I want to mention too that like price ranges on these can vary, and I'm definitely not like, I don't know, not that I think anticipated releases are pressuring people in general, but I feel like in the context of this video, because I'm talking about like, hey, these books are trying to get funded, I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to pressure people into paying money for these. Obviously, if it is something that you are excited about and that you are looking to, you know, spend some of your disposable income on, that's great. But also if you just like retweet like the promotional stuff or anything like that, like basically if these sound like cool projects, there are other ways you can spread the word about them, even if you're not looking to spend this kind of money on them. Also, if you have a gift giving occasion coming up where somebody asked you for like a gift idea, if one of these sounds like something you'd be really into, that's a possibility. Or obviously if you're looking to give gifts to other people, etc. There's like a lot of different ways you could support these projects, and I just wanted to make it very clear that I'm not like trying to guilt people into spending money on these, because otherwise they might not get funded. So now that we've established that, the first one I want to talk about is Doom Scrolling with Jo March, How Fiction Can Save Your Life by Bose Harrington. So if you guys, I think a lot of us on BookTube follow the Sketches by Bose / Owl at the Library Twitter account, and this is like, the author is Bose Harrington, who is the one behind that account, so you might already know and enjoy his work. But I am so excited about this book. At the time of filming this, it only is 12% funded, and this is through Unbound, which is I think it's an English like version of Kickstarter, but specifically for books. So it's like you fund book publishing specifically. So it's only at 12%. I don't know what the time limit is on Unbound in general, but yeah, I'm really excited about this one. I'm going to read some info from the actual project page. This book takes the reader through a journey of falling in love with literature, with individual chapters devoted to, and they list several authors like Shakespeare, Agatha Christie, Hans Christian Andersen. On the way, the reader will develop a deeper love of fiction while gaining consolation and hard-earned wisdom for the travails and tribulations of growing up. So this sounds like it's a book about finding strength and comfort in books, which is very much up my alley. I think for a lot of us, we can relate to that. It does seem like a lot of the chapters are going to focus on classics, but I don't think, at least from the feeling I'm getting from the summary, I don't think this book is only going to apply to you if you do read a lot of classics. But yeah, I just think this sounds like a really lovely book. I think it sounds very important. I think it's a way that a lot of us engage with fiction, is finding strength and courage and love and hope through these stories and these characters that we have a very deep connection with. I have read some of Bose Harrington's like shorter pieces that he has done online, so I already know I really love his writing. I obviously enjoy his tweets, so like I enjoy his perspective on books, and I am just really excited about this one. And then the other one I'm going to talk about from Unbound is Women Who Won by Roz Ball, Extraordinary Elected Women from Across the World That Everyone Should Know. I can't tell if that's like the subtitle of the book or just part of the description, but this one at the time of filming is 81% funded, so a lot closer on this one. This is a feminist compilation nonfiction book that is about women who won elections. It profiles 70 amazing elected women from the last 100 years, and every single one will leave you wondering why you didn't know her story before. The talented Emmy Lupin will illustrate every profile to bring them to life. From Shirley Chisholm, the first Black woman elected to the US Congress and first major party Black candidate to seek nomination for the US presidency, to Berta Pepina, the first woman elected to serve in the Latvian parliament in 1919, who strove to enact laws and policies to promote women's equality, but whose life was later removed from encyclopedias. Or Jacinda Ardern, Prime Minister of New Zealand Ireland and the youngest female head of government in the world, taking office at age 37, who shared honestly how anxiety made her worried she wouldn't be suitable to stand. Not to mention the fascinating backstories of leaders such as Isabel Perón, Indira Gandhi, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and Julia Gillard. So just from that overview, it sounds like she's drawing on a fairly diverse selection of women, which is obviously very important. The author is a former political journalist who cares deeply about women's political representation. I just think this sounds like a really fantastic addition to these kind of multi-biography feminist nonfiction books we get that I never get tired of. And something I think is really cool about this one is because it's women who won, we know that at least some part of their striving, of their struggle, is going to be successful, which is honestly not something we always get when we read about important women from history. So at least we know that they did win at least one election. So that's kind of a nice thing about this book. I think, not that it isn't important to learn about the women who were completely shut out from opportunities, but I think it is kind of a nice element to have in this one. And yeah, again, really, really excited about this book. I think it sounds really important, and I am excited for that one to hopefully be funded. By the way, I didn't mention this, but I will of course link all of the book's pages that I talk about down below. And yeah, just really excited about that one. And the kind of honorable mention, because I might cut this part out if it's like not available anymore, but one that actually did get funded that I'm really excited about, so I will hopefully be getting my copy soon, is the Deconstructionist Playbook. And this, I don't think there's like a specific editor listed, but it's by 60+ progressive authors, and it's about deconstructing and decolonizing Christianity and the problematic, like addressing the problematic aspects of it. And this one is through Kickstarter. Again, I will hopefully be able to find a place that you are still able to get a copy, even though the period has closed and it has been successfully funded. So yeah, I just think this sounds like a really important book. I just think this one sounds really excellent. There's a ton of authors, as I said, and I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Okay, so those are 3 books that I somewhat recently backed, and that I'm really excited about the possibility of getting published. At least one of them is definitely published, and 2 of them hopefully we can get there. Let me know if you are also excited about any of these. Hopefully these will get funded, and hopefully you found this video a little interesting. I'd love to know about any bookish projects that you have heard about that you're excited about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon with another video, and I hope you love the next book you read. Bye!